have to remind myself that this is not really for my audience. This is really for me in the future. I don't need to be perfect in order to be seen. And I don't need to have any shame over being a creator, over speaking my mind and using my voice. This is something that I literally went to school and got a degree in. This is something that I've been put on this earth to do. By doing these video diaries, this is me exercising my creativity and really reducing perfectionism because perfectionism has been the most limiting thing in my life as a creator. Even in setting up this video, I was still trying to make it perfect and I need to escape that because people who procrastinate and people who put things off, those are people who are perfectionists. And I can't memorize all the sayings and shit that I've learned. I just gotta stop trying to be anything other than myself. Even in making this video again, I felt like I needed to look over my notes in my journal. Then I had this thought, it's like, I don't need to take notes on being myself and literally speaking my mind. The point of this video is that I am going to be reading the book, The Artist's Way. And as I do the exercises in the book, because it's basically like a course, I'm going to be making these video diary updates on my progress and development. And the way that I came across this is that I've been in a transitional time as a creative for a while now. I've been flourishing as far as my short form content, having a clear vision of the type of artist that I am. But I do want to pour into YouTube as well because I spend so much time on YouTube. I really love long form content. If you are watching this, you probably don't watch my TikToks. Maybe you do, but even in the videos that I make that are short, you can tell that like my heart is in yapping, talking for a long time. This is something that I'm trying to get comfortable with and I am going to get comfortable with. I literally ordered the book and it's coming in a few days, but I wanted to just get a head start and kind of make an episode zero, I guess, of my artist way journey. And the way that I came across this is because I've been into Dochi for a while now. I stumbled across this video yesterday that was talking about how she most recently got to this new astronomical level of fame. She's with Tyler the Creator, she's with SZA, she's all over the place. She's going to be performing at the Grammys in a few days. I want to say maybe on Sunday. But anyway, the video was talking about how she actually used to be a YouTuber, which I was already aware of, but she started reading The Artist Way and she started doing video diaries. She says that that is something that really helped her to reach the next level as an artist. I went to her videos and as soon as she started talking, I'm like, yo, like we are definitely reflections. Everybody's on their own unique journey, but at the same time, certain pitfalls and certain trials that we go through are very universal. That's why the Artist Way book is so popular to begin with. It's crazy because I've heard about it for years and I don't know, something just kept me from indulging in it. But as soon as I watched that first video and then I watched the first video of hers when she's actually talking about her experience using it, I was hooked. I had to buy the book. And now I'm like 9 videos in of Dochi watching her talking about it. She's reading the exercises and giving her perspective. And it's beautiful. It's like watching a show. Literally, you're getting the exclusive information right here. She's going to have a show based off of this and her experiences and her come up. And that's why like she's so tight with Issa Rae. Because if you really watch Dochi's video diaries of her doing it, it's like you're watching Insecure. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm still going to be doing my short form content and I'm not walking away from interviews entirely. I think that interviews have been really great for my personal growth, networking, really just being a more solid personality on camera. But at the same time, I really want to learn more about myself. And so thank you for being here and thank you for watching. even in this, I have to remind myself, like, yo, you're talking to you, be yourself. Thank you, Kyrie, for doing this. You are on the right path. You just got to break through this period. I'm going to read one thing that I wrote down. Basically, this is what I was feeling after watching the videos. I said that she was missing something within herself and she was missing certain opportunities and she just felt misaligned in a way. And that's how I feel in my creation too. Like, I know I could do more and I know I could be better and that I'm on the verge of something. And I just have to push through this barrier, this self limiting barrier, this perfectionist barrier. I just got to get through that and be great. But I'm at this period where I feel like I'm plateauing and I feel all of this pressure and this shame, like this pressure to be perfect. Oh my God, my cat just is behind me, just ruined the moment. But I feel this pressure to be perfect, and then I feel this shame towards creating, and it's really ridiculous. And it's not to say that I shouldn't have compassion for myself, because it's stuff that we all go through. But when you really break it down, nobody is tripping off me as much as I'm tripping off myself. Trying to be perfect will have you waiting forever to put stuff out, waiting forever. One thing I can say is that I've gotten better at not doing that, but I still need to work on my process so that I can enjoy what I'm doing, because I enjoy the finished product. And lately, since I've been learning more about myself, I've been able to make the process less daunting and stressful. But I want to reconnect with my inner child when it comes to creating, because when you're a kid, you're just creating from a place of peace. You're not creating from outside opinions. You're not creating for like an audience. You're just able to be yourself. And I think in life, certain things kind of take you away from yourself. They make you feel shame over who you are and the things that you're interested in. But the deeper I get into this, the more that I commit to this path of being an artist, the more I recognize that the most success that I have seen has been from me being myself and talking about things that I would think that only I would be into, or that I have been shamed for being into in the past, to keep it real. I don't know if that resonated with y'all. I feel like my problems are unique, but not really. And the fact that my problems are not that unique is actually very comforting in a way. But anyway, I have to go because I'm running late. I really want to stick with this. I have been doing morning pages. I'm not going to read them, but maybe I will one day. But just know that I'm going to get this book and I'm going to do this. I was going to say I'm going to try my best to do this, but no, I'm going to do this. Whether it means I wake up earlier, whether it means I'm doing it in the car during lunch, I'm going to figure it out. Peace.